couple questions for both Mr. Rupert and Mr. Crockett this morning. In the infrastructure bill, we provided both DOI and Forest Service around $600 million to be made available for salaries and expenses of federal wildland firefighters between FY22 and FY26. So can you tell me how much of these funds are still available? It's my understanding that we're going to be looking at what we're calling in the approps world a funding cliff in FY 2024. So how much is still available, and then what's the long-term strategy for both the departments in ensuring that we don't have this type of a funding cliff for firefighter salaries once the funding from the IIJA runs out? So Mr. Crockett and then Mr. Rupert.
So thank you for the question, Senator. So I don't have the exact number on how much is left, so we'll have to follow up with you on that.
Okay.
But we did prioritize increasing the salaries for the first 2 years for our firefighters. And it's a top priority for the administration. And what we'd like to do is just follow up with you on a creative solution for finding a long-term solution.
Have the increased salaries resulted in better either recruitment or retention?
Don't know those numbers just yet.
It's
but
still probably early.
Yeah, do know that we have a lot of satisfied firefighters as a result of them getting the funds earlier rather than stretching it out over the 5-year period.
Yeah, okay. Mr. Rupert?
Yes, thank you. And just to reinforce we are literally locked together on this issue as we're implementing that additional pay support this year. We've largely both talked about the math is working out that the support that we have in infrastructure for this temporary pay support we're projecting will last the 2 years, and at least in interiors we've tracked that funding over the course of this year. That's sort of the path that we're on, and the focus on identifying a long-term solution. There's a laser focus on that. We have all hands on deck, working very closely together, and then also with OPM on that. And our vision is that long-term solution is ready to go, and there's essentially a seamless transition from infrastructure pay support to a long-term solution is the vision that we have.
Well, if both of you can get back with us just in terms of how much of the funds from IIJA are still available to you. I think that maybe not from this committee's perspective, but from my approps hat, that would be helpful for us to know.